Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Down. 8 read. You ain't doing nothing today.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Mixon running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Brown. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. For Lamar Jackson, his first NFL start came against the Cincinnati Bengals November 18th in Baltimore of last year. And he threw for 150 yards, ran for 119 more as the Ravens won 24-21 to kick off what became a 6-1 final stretch that got him the AFC North title. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, that'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, watch that, check right 54, right 54. Switch.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You got 3 down. Check. 64, weak.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
30 base. Hey, number 28, come down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
50, plant.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going to look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Calais Campbell. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
On first down, Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
54 right there. 54 Mike.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Watch the pass.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Snead's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. The Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans, but then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go.
At the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Alex Erickson deep for Cincinnati. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard. Return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Get off the field, defense. Check safety, check safety.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here comes Erickson. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Jackson to throw. Man open left side is Brown. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
3. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. Check 3.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
It's 4th down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Echo.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check 3, Choco. Check 24, check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Erickson now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
On first down, Dobbins. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing is Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This will be taken at the 10. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man is Uzama. And they're going to get this beyond the 40. Before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bengals.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready, set. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I got you. Get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready up. 80 welcome.
Check it back. Check it back.
Under 10.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock with 3 seconds to go. This for the win. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bengals, it's a much-needed victory as it gets